Hi, thank you for joining this presentation about Soilset. My name is Nicolas Body. I'm an agronomist and I work for Alltech Crop Science in Europe as technical manager. I am very happy to present you some of the most important points to know about using and positioning Soilset during the fall on forage crops. Why speaking about Soilset now? Because fall is the good timing for application of Soilset on some of the main forage crops we have in Europe. On winter grains, cereals like wheat, barley, oats planted during the fall, but also on winter oilseed rape or canola planted a little bit earlier in the fall. And also post-harvest on every field with organic residues to break down. That can be residues from previous crops, but also manure, slurry, and even digestates from biogas producers. I know you are all curious and want to know what is in the product. Let's go quickly on it. Soilset is the fruit of Alltech core technology, fermentation. In this case, fermentation of specific bacteria that will result in a complex product with different active ingredients and balanced nutrients that will activate the soil microflora to support growth and promote healthier root systems. The benefit we are getting with application of Soilset are more mineral availability for the plant nutrition. It contributes to a healthy soil, including beneficial microbial communities, a better soil structure, a better water retention, and a better root environment. It also supports root development, allowing the plant to resist better to abiotic stresses and absorb more nutrients. More specifically, we have in our product the fermentation media, rich source of nutrients for soil bacteria and plants, and the microelements, copper, iron, manganese, and zinc that are essential to plants. The key point to the success of the product is to apply it on the soil when it is ready for planting. You want the product to be within the first 7-10 centimeters of soil, where it will be in contact with the future roots and all the microbes living in direct contact with the roots, what we call the rhizosphere. It is also in this part of the soil, the surface, that the organic residues of previous crop will be broken down and the nutrients made available for the plant. To those specialized in animal nutrition, we can compare the first centimeters of soil to the rumen. Feeding the soil microbes is as key as feeding the microbes in the rumen. And a well-balanced micropopulation is even more important in the soil. Why would you use Soilset Aid? There is 3 basic benefits you get from this very interesting product, which is used on every crop around the globe. The benefit number 1 is a better natural soil microbes population. The benefit number 2, it promotes decomposition of plant residues and other organic matter. This is an adding value to any organic fertilization, slurry, manure, cover crop, by releasing the nutrients for plant uptake as well as improving soil structure. The benefit number 3, it stimulates the root growth directly and indirectly. And this will be very easy to see when looking at the roots of the crop during the growing season. This is also why the good timing of application of Soilset is at planting to promote root development at the start. A good start is a key to a good harvest. Let's put it in perspective in our programs on winter grains and oilseed rape. Winter grains are planted during the fall, earlier or later depending on where you are in Europe. We will recommend 1 liter per hectare of Soilset and will target first the fields with organic fertilization and the fields that are more challenging for the crop, with stress like drought, with risk of lodging. And keep in mind that later in the season, Imprograin or foliar product has to be applied during the spring at the late tillering stage to stimulate the plant growth and metabolism. A second application of Imprograin is possible later, especially if the farmer is looking for quality of the grain. On oilseed rape or canola, the same positioning of Solset applies at planting. Keep in mind that oilseed rape is usually planted earlier, starting late August, and that farmers will tend to put their organic fertilization on the oilseed rape more than on wheat. Keep in mind also that you can still apply Solset after planting, but before full emergence. In our program on oilseed rape, Imprograin has to be applied at early flowering. This is the most important stage, but you could also apply it at an earlier stage called rosette with 6 or 8 leaves for straight plants needed help before the winter. In conclusion, I want you to remember the 3 benefits of Solset. It helps the microbes in the soil. It helps decomposition of organic fertilizers and residues for the benefit of the plant, and it stimulates root growth. I highly recommend for you to watch the 2 new videos on our public website of Darlene Ramsey, our agronomist in Canada, showing some success we have with crop science and discussing with Dr. Lyons why feeding soil is key. You can access them by clicking on the pictures. Thank you for listening. The rest of the presentation is made of pictures from the field. I will be happy to answer all your technical questions, so feel free to contact me. Thank you.